Hello and welcome to Random Packet Loss. My name's Kieran Maxey, and today I have a very special guest with me. I have Mr. David Saiya. Say hello, David.
Hello, Kieran. Thanks for having me on here.
No problem. Thanks for joining us. So here we have you against Sam, and you're playing Hayley. What is it? Pitchfork? Is it spy
Yeah,
cams? Yeah.
yes, my usual nonsense of diaper,
Oh,
keyhole,
oh
deals,
no.
shenanigans. I'm not going to. I'll say that for later on, actually. I was going to say there.
Oh, fair enough.
Yes, so this is, I believe, round three. Um, me, and-
Yes, I think so.
me
No,
and
sorry,
Sam were both.
round four.
Oh, round four. Okay, so me and Sam, we both won 5 games and lost 1 game, so we're both well placed at this moment.
Yeah.
Um, I've not played Sam before. I have heard the name, but not played him. So, which is interesting because that means he may not know what I'm doing, which
Yes.
does alter how I play the game potentially.
Yeah, I was going to wonder that kind of. I imagine because I remember the first time I played against Diaper. It was of course against you at Darksville. It was just like,
Mm.
oh, what's going on here? I guess I'll just play the game. I guess I'm going to do what I normally do, like kind of ice remotes and things like that. And then like, oh, you're popping the hyperdrivers. Oh, that's a combo. So
Yeah,
people who don't know what I'm talking about, you'll see soon. But yeah, Sam here is playing controlling the message, which is that the new ID, which the first time you trash an installed card, it fires a trace 4, and if successful, the runner gains a tag which cannot be avoided. So, are you worried about this matchup at all?
well, I bought CTM myself, so in my mind, I was expecting more of it. I think there's only 4 CTM decks on the day,
Yeah, and 3 of them made the cut. In fact,
and 3 made the cut, and the last one, Sam, came 10th. So
yeah.
it did very well. So I suppose it's something I was fearing. I don't generally go after at remotes anyway because I'm doing other things.
Yeah.
But I know from experience you can't leave remotes in this deck because it gets out of control very quickly.
Yeah, and it's certainly post Reading become quite popular, especially on Jinteki, it seems. So, but we'll be interesting to see if this is kind of the standard sort of big boy list, which I believe you're running.
I know I was running it, and I know Ollie was running it as well. This I don't think it is because he's got a launch campaign res, which so straight away I was a bit unsure of exactly what the list was going to be.
Yeah. So at the moment, we kind of seem to be it seems to be fairly standard. You're just both kind of setting up economy. Nothing too crazy going on either side.
No, I've got an early New Energy City Hall installed, which was my tech for the day.
Yeah.
Try and get that down, have full credits, because I don't want to be all seen died or close accounts. And as I'm not going to steal many early agendas, it should hopefully stay out there for a while.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, because CTM's quite rushy, isn't it? So, I mean, are you generally? I imagine rush quite good against Diaper because you just kind of win before it gets going.
It has to. I think fast advance is a concern. Rush, no.
Okay.
I'm generally, if I see a Wayland Titan deck, I feel I can generally outrun it.
Okay.
Now, this moment here is a moment of madness where I mix up my credit pile with the generic pile of money, and we was trying to work this out.
All right. Oh, did you mix up your pile of
It's
used
going
and
to
unused
happen.
credits?
Yeah, it's going to happen any moment, I think.
Yeah.
I remember this. It was just a bit of a disaster. But I think we've got to sort out because not much had happened, so it's easy to reverse engineer
Yeah.
what I'd installed.
Well,
So that's
you didn't come to me and ask me to rewind the film, so
yes,
couldn't have gone too badly.
yeah, I think so. I just think we're just trying to wait for this to sort out. Obviously, Sam has got quite a bit of money now, so clearly, if I do run, it's going to be very bad. So clearly, I can't run.
Yeah, which I'm sure isn't really a problem for you.
So I think we've sorted it out now.
I mean, is there not a concern of like, Sam gaining lots of money and then literally just installing and scoring naked agendas, or is that something you think you can just race anyway?
I just have to, as he doesn't know the deck, he doesn't know what I'm doing, so he probably wouldn't risk that
True.
immediately.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
Obviously, in the cut the next day, Ollie as it's on the near red and video grid, he did know it, and he did bit of ice, score all the agendas behind it before I could do anything.
Yeah. Spoiler alert: David did very well. He did make the cut.
More than luck, if there's a few of these games I was very lucky on, and
Oh, well, it seems we have quite an aggressive play from Sam here. We just got install and double advance.
yes,
So, I mean, you're not going to run that, I presume.
I presume that I don't remember this. So I'm generally interested as well. No, I definitely like going near. I would ponder it, but
I mean, you don't really care, surely, because I mean, if it's a breaking news, fine. You just you avoid the tags. If it's a GFI, fine again. If it's a Beal, yeah, fine. It's all fine. It doesn't win him the game, so.
Exactly, and I think I would have assumed it's a food because that's the play to make. If they don't run it, you score it. If they steal it, you can exchange it.
EOI, yeah.
Exactly.
That was always one of my favourite plays as Sync, where you're obviously a lot more invested in the whole hard-hitting news thing of just installing naked GFIs.
Yes. So, yeah, he scored the food. But I've got my first hyperdriver down. I've got the fan side gets scored at this point.
Yeah.
There we go.
I mean, Sam must be, after seeing Leprechaun and Hyperdriver, be going, hang on a minute.
He now probably obviously knows there's some sort of combo going on.
Yeah.
But I'm fairly happy with this board state from my point of view. I don't know what's in my hand or bookmark. Hold it. Yeah.
So what is it exactly you need to kind of go off? So you obviously want your 3 hyperdrivers.
3 hyperdrivers, a keyhole. The DDoS is nice, but obviously if I've got Apocalypse and a breaker, I can go in that way.
Yeah.
So really, what I've got, what's the board state? There is no set thing.
Yeah. I mean, certainly at the moment, DDoS would just be fine.
A DDoS would be fine.
Yeah.
I sort of tend to go when I feel I have no other choice but to go at that point.
Yeah.
As soon as I get to match point, and NEH was a lot harder because of team sponsorship, sans tokens.
Yeah, you could score like 5 points in one turn if you were lucky.
Exactly. So at least now I haven't got really worried about that sort of thing as much.
No.
So we've got an upgrade on the Jackson, which is quite interesting, and then another new remote. And I'm just going to sit here and just keep putting up, get money. Seems sort of sensible.
Yeah. I'm curious about the upgrade on the Jackson. I mean, I've certainly experimented with Virtual Tour in CTM just to kind of defend things like bankers. But Jackson seems like an odd one.
Jackson, yeah, I mean, it could be CVS.
Yeah.
It could well be CVS if you suspect him maybe medium, because he probably doesn't know, may not be aware of exactly what's going on. So,
I mean, maybe he kind of is aware of the combo and knows that you'll have to. He thinks that you're going to have to go and trash Jackson for keyhole. Maybe not knowing that you're running Apocalypse.
It's entirely possible because Apocalypse, even now, a lot of people aren't aware of that card. I play that. Which I've been playing for quite a while now, a number of months. So I'm looking at a bookmark. I've got a fan site. What am I going to do? So it's another double advance. That's probably another food.
Yeah.
I'm going to take that because I'll get the second fan site and leave that point.
I mean,
one fan site.
You must be kind of ready to go off at this point because, I mean, if he's on 6 points...
I think, as soon as he scores that, I go. Regardless, I have to go at that point. There's probably breaking news in hand. He's had a Jackson out. And in theory, worst case scenario, I use both fan sites to key on DDoS and only have 2 hyperdrivers. That's the worst case scenario.
Yeah. I mean, is there an argument for going a turn early and just stealing the food and having that in addition to all your keyhole agendas?
That's not bad. I mean, certainly sometimes, yes, that's quite a relatively good shout because that's 2 points straight away.
Yeah.
It's working out as a 2 points worth, potential lack of free clicks, additional money.
True. I mean, I guess it depends at what stage you're already at, really.
Yeah, I mean...
If you can install one more hyperdriver before the next turn, then...
Yeah, and that was what I was thinking about. There was a bit of a delay before the start of the turn. So clearly, I was thinking about that at the time, which would make sense. Just making sure that anyway, you could actually win the next turn completely. Yeah. Just on the off chance, just to go through my head and do the numbers. So it seems I just have a draw, did some additional cards. Yeah. Quality time. Because I think I've got quite a lot of money at this point. It looks like I've got 11 credits. I can ASOPs anything I don't need. 14 is more than enough to be going.
Yeah.
At this point. Because I would just need a DDoS, Keyhole and Hyperdriver. That's 8 credits. There's not really any PDs anymore, which used to be a real pain for me.
Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, would you say, because clearly it's a strong deck, you've been playing it for quite some time and done very well with it. But I mean, do you think that that's necessarily kind of an inherent strength of the deck, or do you think it's possibly a lot to do with the fact that you've played this deck so much that you just know the outs to every single hate card that people can do?
Possibly a bit of both.
Obviously,
I mean, as I've said, it's a good deck in the Swiss. The cut less so. The cut people really seem to know exactly what to do with it.
Yeah.
So I certainly think it's good for that. I mean, I've played, I think, about 100 games of this deck in competitive play now.
Yeah.
And umpteen games have tested. So yeah, quite a bit. I think the only thing to realise is working out when the Corp can win, so you know when to do your turn.
Yeah.
That's the main thing to know. And obviously things like clearing the Jacksons out, which one game I forgot to do, cost me the game.
Yeah.
Check. Yeah, so I think I'm definitely going this turn.
Yeah. Do you bother with Apocalypse just to? I mean,
no. I mean, I would probably run the Jackson, clear it out of the way.
Yeah.
Obviously, a virtual tour would have been interesting. I haven't really factored in at any point into my plans. I probably should start doing that because that would potentially hurt if I'm poor.
I mean, it's wise. Yeah, I think it's certainly something to bear in mind. I don't know how. I mean, I've been trying it in my deck. I don't know if it's good, but it's certainly a card that some people will be playing in CTM.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. I mean, I said I've never actually encountered it yet, but as you say, it's something that does this. Is that you in the background there as well?
I think it is. so you're seeing a guest game of me having my agenda stolen, apparently.
Yes. So I've popped fans up for the final Hyperdriver. I think I offered him the cut, but as there's so few cards, I think I said I was going to do some more digging in a minute anyway.
Oh, I don't care if I'm playing against CI and they Jackson in their 3 cards for AD, I'm still cutting.
That seems fair. So this is clearly your DDoS. That's clearly was one of the missing pieces.
Okay, so yeah, so
Keyhole is in my head at this, or on bookmark 1 or 2.
Yeah. Are there all-nighters on the field, or is it just type drive at this point?
There's one all-nighter that I can see. All-nighters are bonus cards. If I get them, great. If not, I don't.
Yeah. I remember I did try out the deck for a bit, and I did find that the extra all-nighters were just, an extra, 3 clicks is sometimes relevant if it goes a bit tight. But
yeah, I think there's a game I had later on in this tournament where I was missing a hyperdrive, but I had 3 all-nighters. So
I mean, I guess like 3 all-nighters, it's a 4th hyperdrive if you look at it like that. So
exactly. So we've done all that. Pop the DDoS immediately because at some point I will forget. So what will I do now?
So here we go. We're about to see the combo.
Yes. I think Sam's laughing there because I think he's
suddenly realising that everything's about to go wrong.
Yeah, he's in first game mode where everyone loves it the first game they play it, and after that they hate it.
Yeah. I completely.
So
I think I fortunately only managed to play 2 games against it. One against you and the other against Ian Reid, and both of them I lost.
Yeah, I think Ian and Dave both took it at the same tournament. We went to the Expo, all 3 of us played it, and then one person played all 3 of us on the same day. They won all 3 games, so I think they were fine with that.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, I feel... Oh, it was a Sansa. Interesting.
Yeah, so I think... it's definitely a different deck to one that me and Ollie are playing.
Yeah.
So clearly I ran archives. It will vary what I do. If I'm suspicious that there's agendas on archives, I run archives. If not, I'll run Jackson. Normally run Jackson just to be sure, because they'll use it, and if not, I just trash it.
Yeah, well, if you run archives, they're going to use it anyway, unless you want to do some...
Yeah, unless sometimes... Certainly someone doesn't know the deck, but if someone knows the deck, they will know probably not to put agendas in archives.
Yeah.
So, Keyhole's down.
Here we go.
So, what I'm looking for is agendas at this point.
I mean, like, anything else is kind of pointless unless you're worried that you will just kind of whiff on the win.
Yeah. Yeah, Jackson's obviously is a nice target because it means they can't get things back. And obviously Ice for the second thing. Glacier games, Ice is a bit more important because there have been games where it's gone on after this big turn.
Yeah.
Because they can't fast advance and they're kind of stuck. That's often after Apocalypse where they've got no board state either.
I mean, I imagine this sort of matchup, say you did, ignoring the possibility that he has a breaking news in hand, you could possibly just go in with a Faust for an extra few keyholes, just for a hope, you know.
Yeah. Well, so there was a game in the same day where I got 6 points and the turn failed, but the game did carry on.
Oh, right, yeah.
Because he was playing sync, and after the big turn, he hard hit news me all his money. I know no try-to in hand, so I guess ran all 3 remotes just to win the game.
Yeah.
But took a bill from our HQ anyway, so it's kind of that wasn't needed. So that's a breaking news at least in there.
Yeah. So you need another two pointers here.
Yeah, I've probably got no try-tos in hand. I'm suspicious. It depends what I see. But we've got a lot of clicks left, so I'm probably fairly happy at this moment.
Yeah, seems so.
There's generally 2 no tries in the deck. You only generally need the 1 because most decks these days you get stuck on 6 points.
Yeah, well, that's what GFI is so good for.
Exactly, that has been it. It's like pain.
And why Freedom Through Equality is finding its way into a lot of my decks right now.
Ooh, so we've got a food in there now, so I think that's at least 5 points. I'm fairly happy now at this point because I've got
you
money.
One more now, don't you?
One more. So I'm just at this point. I'm counting clicks for Archive 1, HQ 1, play notoriety. So I'm running HQ. So
here we go. Yeah.
It's double notoriety coming up.
Oh, of course, double notoriety. Yeah.
So I think I've done 2 clicks to spare in the end.
Go. There's the 5. And
then
double notoriety. As for the win. So there you go. You got to see a full diaper combo there.
Yeah. So that's a really sort of standard what I'd hope for in a game where basically I have to run, but I'm happy I've got everything I want to run with.
Yeah.
So rather than sort of having to sort of go too early, I was actually very happy this deck because other versions have been quite poor. I put additional caches in with the ASOPs, knowing that with Energy City Hall I can't get tagged and lose my resources. Because often I'm scrabbling around for money quite tight, having to click for credits in the big turn, which you don't want to do.
Yeah.
But of late, that's not really been a problem. The interesting fact, which I was going to mention earlier on, is that I didn't use full Secco all day.
No, because I was quite surprised when I saw your list that I think there was only 1 in the deck.
There's 1 in the deck. I mean, we'll publish a deck. We'll publish a deck list with this, so people want to have a look at the deck.
Yeah, sure.
Have a look at it. But there's only 1 full Echo and no clone chip because I've come to realise that if people go really aggressive on the ice, I'll use Faust and Apocalypse. If not, 1 DDoS full Echoes generally will do the work.
Yeah.
And that proved the case. The only person who put a lot of ice on R&D was Chris Dyer in the cup.
Yeah.
And that was a very strange game. I turned into me trying to snipe the remote. Instead,
shame I didn't catch that.
But it was I felt I got more of a victory. He put 8 ice in R&D as he was counting up all the clone chips in with these echoes, and I was like, okay, that's fine. I've only got 1. I gave up after 3 ice, but I'll let you keep putting ice there. So that was so this put me on 6-1 now. So I think we did the court game, the switch after this. I think.
Yes, I think we'll stop the video here and then bring you the other side just after this. So so I've been Kim Maxey. This has been David Saiya, and this has been Random Packet Loss. And thank you for watching.
Thank you for having me.